Greetings, my friends. I'm Gilles Mancion. I'm called to return and continue to send greetings to anchor this frequency, this energy. For it's a very important transformation process. We're really in everything is accelerated. There is a great deal of ascending new energies that are coming into the collective consciousness, and we all have our own. Means by which to access it. Last night I had a dream that was at the time when I was waking up in the middle of the night with this dream. I didn't understand it. It was very bizarre, but now I kind of understand it. I was in this airport, and there was hundreds of people. We were really crowded, and everybody was fighting for its place. It's like hundreds and thousands and maybe millions of people are waiting for their tickets to move from the fourth world to the fifth world. We left the third dimension in 2012, and we've been through this fourth dimension, this fourth world, and now we're getting ready to move into the fifth dimension. In December of this year, we're going to get our ticket to move into this fifth dimensional reality, and so I'm going to discuss different ideas. I thank you for your comments. Thank you to let me know where you're watching those videos from and how you're doing, or how you resonate with those ideas. If you do resonate with this ascending energy, this renaissance frequency, I thank you to not to forget to subscribe, to like, to share. I thank you so very much for your donations. And if you want a private consultation, you can send me an email. Or if you're interested about art, I just finished those two little paintings. I'm going to put them on the cover of both videos of the day. I want to rebound on my last video. I was talking about the fact that Mars is a dead hand for humanities in terms of the physicality. To dream about going to live on Mars is like those super elites. They're dreaming that they're going to destroy the Earth and be alone among themselves on Mars. But maybe that's what they're going to end up, in this very cold and lonely world with no oxygen and no ocean and no water. And maybe that's what they. But I didn't want to diminish the value of the great spirit that is the planet Mars. It is the power of our will from an astrological perspective, and Mars will be re-energized. But the plans to destroy the Earth and to escape it to another world, I know some super elite are entertaining this idea. But it's not going to work. It's not part of the timeline. So I also want to rebound on the idea to say that I didn't mean to criticize the whole matrix systems. There are certain banks, certain corporations, hedge funds, and billionaires that are fully aligned with integrity and operating on a higher level. So it's not we cannot put everything and everyone in the same basket, so to speak. So it is important to realize that we cannot force the alignment. We have to allow its unfolding. We have to use our mind to return to center, to think of our Creator, to return to our breast, to return to the heart. The heart is the only eternal guide. It will never lead us astray. It's just the mind is the interpreter and has to be balanced with what we receive from the heart. But the heart is what led us here into this solar system, and it is really what will deliver us. The heart is really I'm not talking about the physical heart is what keeps us alive as well, but I'm talking about the frequency of that heart central chakra that is neutral between the receptive energy and the creative energy. And so it's very important also to learn when we're starting to receive the guidance from higher intelligence, from our guides, from our spirit, from our soul, between the subconscious and the superconscious. It's not always sometimes it can be controversial, but I do choose once we align into the wanting to do the highest good of all, to align with the God within, to choose to be sure, to know, to trust that the guidance is always the guidance from the heart is what we choose to trust. So because the subconscious is actually only knows the past. It will repeat the rhythm and the flow of what's been done in the past. However, the superconscious is the guidance from our higher self. But we cannot always. We have to learn to discern, and sometimes we need to balance out the energies between the lower and the higher self. Do not judge yourself, but it's not always obvious. Sometimes you can have controversial energies, thoughts that can come from astral entities that are here to challenge the higher self, and then sometimes it's very clear that it is a direction that is aligned with the higher destiny. For it's like we all here on a very specific mission. My mission here on this in this lifetime is to be a guardian of a higher vision. It's always been like that. I was completely in my alignment in this. I came into the realization of the fullness of that connection to the Galactic Federation and my higher self in the early 1990s, and I was thinking that I was going to complete the planet was going to complete his ascension or ascension by the year 2000. But then my master guide, even in 1992, explained to me that it would take me a little bit longer, up until 2012 probably, to get it all done, to get it all manifested. But even then humanity was not ready by 2012, so we got an extension, and hopefully by 2026 we're going to see a clear manifestation of that higher frequency on the collective level. And so it's like, because I realized, Spirit told me, it was reassuring. He said, I haven't started living yet. So it's like it's all preparation. If you're like, I'm in a cocoon, we're in a cocoon. It's like, we cannot force the butterfly. Is not the caterpillar can have no idea it's going to become a butterfly. It's just and then it has no idea about the freedom he will gain once he will become a butterfly. So we have to accept the transformation to know we've been reborn, but we haven't started living in this new energy fully yet. For it is important we're coming to many realization. I'm just sharing what my consciousness is, from my level of consciousness. It's only perspective in the universe in any event. It's that religion in the past was very much about praying to a God that's way above us, and hoping to get his favor for freedom. But we still want to align with the realm of infinite. Within the realm of the infinite, there is the fathers and the mothers and the gods and all that, and the one. But spirituality, it's mostly about aligning with the God within. That this God within is always aligned with the God, the supreme being on the planes of the infinite. So awakening is kind of it's not a very enjoyable thing, to wake up, because we're no longer feeling connected to the mass consciousness. Yes, we're not yet fully integrated within the higher planes and our spiritual family. But it's important to find other people that share this thought, share this energy, this renaissance energy, this highly creative energies, so that we can start to people that we resonate with. Even one person is very precious. So everybody that can accept your consciousness has to be valued for that. And very soon we're going to be able to create communities, and we'll no longer feel alone, because first we'll be connected on once we move this 3-eye atlas. This is removing the eye to connect us to this universal energy. Once we realize our universal energy, we'll never be alone, because we'll always be connected to all that is, and our I am presence will filter what is the proper energy at any given time, proper person to connect to, proper vision, project, creative function, and also we'll be able to connect to other people that are that sharing this soul frequency with us. So for we came here in many ways to serve our Mother Earth, to serve the so because the Earth consciousness is actually a person. There's many people. The majority of the people believe that the Earth is just a thing, something that is to be used. We're gonna remove all our resources as fast as we can for self-aggrandizement, for profit. But for the Earth is willing to give all our resources, and even what we think is exhaustible energy, like oil or gold, or the Earth diamonds is recreating more, but it has to be done in consciousness. If we get the approval of the Earth, there is a balanced energy. A lot of people are a lot of the super ecological, well, it's good to have this awakening, but the means by which they're going about it is unconscious. So it's like it's electrical car are creating a lot more pollution than gas engines, a lot more. And so they're not really going about the right way. We have to find the consciousness of our guidance with the I am presence that connects us to our Mother Earth, that is providing in a way that is balanced. For it's okay to cut a tree to keep the balance of things, but understanding that trees are consciousness, they're intelligent beings. So it is not about, yeah, we're gonna cut it so we can. It's like inform nature. Whatever you're gonna do in nature, if you're gonna attend a garden or whatever, inform nature of all that you're gonna do 15 minutes before you even touch it. So the consciousness, the divas, the angels that supervise the elemental power within nature are informed, and they can withdraw the energy before you cut a tree, you cut a plant. It can withdraw the life force within the root, and then you can do what you have to do, and then the life force comes out, because we do have a. It's okay for all is here to serve the one. But there's going to be more consciousness about the planetary, that the planet and planets are all consciousness, the individual, they're like archangelic consciousness, and they need to, even in the future with the human rights, we're going to have to add the rights of the planet for its and so there is a great deal of awakening that will be coming in the next, that is always coming, but will be definitely activated by this great powerful being that is 3i Atlas. For even the families of power, the children of the Illuminatis, they've never known love really, because they didn't grow up in the love. It's all about power, about money, about power, about control. But some of them are awakening to love now. And so they're discovering and they're shifting. So even the Anunnakis, which were the original master controller of that programs, they made the shift in the early 90s, and Anu decided that they will return to the one and abandon the program of the Earth. They offered to heaven to destroy all of the Illuminatis and the dark minions and all that, but heaven didn't agree with that. They said, let them play, and they rebel against their master, because they were saying, well, now we're returning to the one, we're letting go. But they were so addicted to power. So the Archant came in, and the Draco reptilians were like, took over this coordinating program of the dark forces on the planet. But and even the lower ranking Anunnakis were rebellious against the higher caste, let's say. But so it's what we seek is to really be above, because whatever they're going to try now, it's no longer working. There is too much light on the planet. So as we elevate ourselves above the dualistic program, the fear, the negativity, the conflict, and all that, they're losing their power, and that's the only thing that nourish them is this energy, is what they're nourishing themselves from that. So if they get to starving because they learn, then they will abandon the program. It's like if there's no more food, then they will go. But as long as fear is, they can generate fear and nourish themselves from that. They will continue to be here. But there is a program. It's really activating a new. There is really new frequency that are being activated. Because the archons and the agents of the darks they've created a program that prevents humanity from reaching this point of light, this point of freedom. And so, but now they've been disconnected from their own, whatever they call God. It's an artificial intelligence, their computer, central computer, because they don't have this inner light. Even the Anunnaki knew that humanity, they were jealous of humanity at some point, because they realized they had the I am presence, which they did not have, and so they would achieve greater enlightenment than they would. And so and the same thing with all the dark forces. They realize that humanity possess a divine light that they do not have. They're going to be living, and progressively there's mass exodus. It's been going on for quite a while now, and more and more. So it's love and patience, and this December will really mark a new level of enlightenment. We're about to leave this fourth dimensional level to enter into this fifth dimensional unified consciousness level. It's all about integrity. Just be. Integrity doesn't mean to follow all dogmatic energy. It's to be true to yourself and to continue to follow your own heart, to follow your way. There is a lot of things that are completely, that are so limited in relationship to the old dogmas of morality. So it's about just being to find the balance. It's always about balance, and to sign on self, be true, to be true to your own heart. So the 3i Atlas really is activating right now. It's passing through Jupiter, and the whole scientific community, most of them are very silent. They won't even, we will not confirm or deny it, because they really they don't know what to say. They don't know how to handle what they're seeing. But it's going to be coming closer to the Earth, and so we'll see. Well, right now it is activating this universal oneness, and once we find this oneness, we cannot never be alone. So it is really a catalyst, and to assist humanity in the conscious or unconscious. Sometimes it is subtle, sometimes it is obvious, to move us from the fourth world to the fifth world. And this energy, this being, this 3i Atlas, is carrying a triple energy. The first energy it carries is the Lyrian consciousness. The Lyrian civilization, the founders, predates, of course, the Earth, but it predates Orion, it predates Sirius civilization, it predates Arcturus, it predates the Pleiades. They are the ones that seeded. There are some of the older civilizations with Polaris that came into this sector, that manifested in the sector of the universe, and they were the founders. They created, they seeded all those civilizations originally. So they knew that by expansion, they were all about expansion, external expansion, and they knew that everything would return to us. They're mainly feline or insectoid. There is so very great deal of diversity within the Lyrian. But they were very positive, very advanced, very high frequency being. And within the Lyrian system, there is the vegan. The Vega is a civilization that's completely opposite in beliefs, because the Lyrians are all about expansion into the universe, when the vegan are all about returning to the source within, more like Tibetan Buddhism, so to speak. It's influenced by the vegan civilization. And then there is the balanced energy of Arcturus. That's like that's always been quite a model. But so it's like this 3i Atlas is carrying this Lyrian energy, the courage of wanting this expansion. It's also carrying the Syrian energy of clarity, of gentleness, of joy, and it's also connecting to the Pleiadian energy of balance and compassion and healing. So it's like it's going to reveal a lot about the origin of the human race and our identity as the I am presence, as the I am. So this field is both a connection and coherence with the source within. So it is a great, powerful assistance. I haven't really had any direct communication. I know it's very vast as within, and there is a lot of different civilizations that are the different beings of all kinds of origin that operate from within that vessel, that ship, or that asteroid. But it will reveal inner powers as well, and that always have been there. They've just been dormant within our DNA. So I know what Spirit is telling me. I have to choose to believe what Spirit is revealing to me. It's beyond what, if I told you, if I would say that, I wouldn't be believed. I would just say it's crazy. So I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to wait for it to be manifested. But it's all part of this awakening, to allow all that to unfold naturally, without force, to be kind to ourselves, to be kind to others, to tune into the frequency, to return often to the consciousness of the one that is inner source of all that has been dormant within ourselves, and to allow our ego his own process, but not to for the mind. The mind is just the interpreter of that energy. It cannot always understand all that the heart knows, but the heart will always remain the true compass, the GPS, what will guide us. And that's the only true eternal compass from the heart of the universe is paradise and the central universe. The universe is not like the scientific says, a random things that goes in all direction that doesn't have center. It's all concentric energies. It might take a while before they can actually figure it out from our position in space and the edge of that galaxy to figure out the greater design, the grand design of the universe. But it's very intelligent. It's very beyond, of course, it is God's creation, so it is intelligent, but it is more harmonious, more gracious, more organized than anything we can actually perceive right now through the eyes of the physical. We have to perceive it from within and to accept the revelation, to follow the guidance. And whenever there is a book or a message that comes into your consciousness, it is coming for a reason. So I'm going to pull a few cards. The card of the day, to finish, there's this song, I'm going to put it in my channel Telegram that went through my mind, but I don't feel like singing right now. It's a song by Hootie and the Bluefish. It's called Let Her Cry. It's a Canadian singer. So I'm going to put it, you're welcome to join my Telegram channel. I will soon have to probably disconnect from social media, although when you have a project right now you cannot do outside of the social media and the internet. It's like it's becoming such an integrated tool. So it is a treasure island. There is this we have this treasure within that will manifest without, and it is coming to us as one energy. There is no separation between inner and outer in reality, but we needed to mature internally before the world can reflect to us. The higher wisdom is the house cleaning. There is a need for house cleaning. Certain things need to let go, and certain things need to be brushed off into the dustbin of history, to be forgotten, to let go of certain things, to create a blank canvas, to create something new. What we need to understand is chopping up wood. It means integrating the divine into all experience of the mundane. It means, of course, there is the mundane and there is the sacred, but the sacred can integrate all aspects of the divine, because, of course, it's hard to sacralize things, to make our experience within our life. Whatever we do, it is part of the experience that God has created for us. So it's about having a great deal of appreciation and gratitude, and bringing the light and love in all the little things of our daily life. What we need to do is to continue to create solid foundation. It means to continue to work on your integrity, on the purity of your thoughts, purify your thoughts, purify your intention, to continue to create those foundations with trust of your higher self. And the outcome is the message in the bottle. It means we're going to be receiving more and more information from our higher self. We're going to integrate higher level of consciousness. We're going to be receiving more and more messages that will come from the collective higher self is coming down more and more. So it's getting easier. The veil are thinning, and we are able to, just by thoughts, every spirit, every God, every master, every angel, archangel is only a thought away. Just ask and be prepared that they will answer. They will respond. So, because if you ask and you say, "Well, God is the one that, or Spirit is the one that will ignore me when I pray," just pray with the understanding that whatever you ask, you will get the answer when we're ready to receive the answer. It's not always the answer we're expecting or want, but there is always intelligence in relationship to the mirror of light from the higher self. And to confirm that, the card of the day from the Akash is the angels. The angels are amazing, wonderful, genius beings that they're created above us. They're ascending beings, and for guardian angels, when we choose to return to the source, for our guardian angel, belongs to the local universe, to be associated with us is a passport to paradise as well, because it will follow us, it will accompany us all the way back to the source. So just I thank my angel group, my angel family, and all the angels that are assisting in the process of the earth. I hope you can connect to them and know they are here, even if they are very subtle, very quiet, very discreet. The angels are very discreet groups of beings, but whenever they just ask your angels for whatever you want, whatever you need, and they will assist you, they will work with you to make it happen. Well, my friends, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I thank you very much for your support and for your donations. It's really helpful to me right now. And if you want a private consultation, do not hesitate to send me a message. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.